Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com. And just one more video today. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the CBCT feature within Invisalign, specifically about teens. And I don't even know if this feature actually is available in kids, I believe. But I have found, and again, this is just my own clinical opinion. And if you are with Align Technology and you don't like this video, you don't have to send me any nasty letters or have your attorneys contact me. You can tell if I'm saying this has happened more than once. Not recently, though. You guys follow me so well. You guys know how to read me. So I am a little scared of them. And if I were them, I'd be really happy that I'm making content about them because I do really like their product and I think it's extremely favorable. But there's some things that, you can always improve on. And I find sometimes when I make these videos, they tend to make improvements. I don't know if they watch my stuff or not. Clearly they do because their attorneys do. But I love their CBCT feature. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and say this. It is a game changer, especially in adult Invisalign, especially anyone with perio, 30 and over. I mean, it is a game changer. There are cases where maybe I would have to be extremely conservative. Maybe I'm leaning more towards I'm taking out teeth, and I know I don't like to do that. Or maybe I'm just going to say, no, I can't do this. Or maybe I'm going to say, no, I can't fix that posterior crossbite. But now with the CBCT feature in adults, I feel very confident. I've seen enough cases go from start to finish, or at least almost finished, because this is a relatively new feature, where I feel it's very accurate. Like, I'm pushing the envelope a little bit more sometimes, not always, according to their AI and the CBCT feature, to be able to fix those cross bites maybe where I wasn't confident doing it before because I thought it was too risky. Or sometimes, we'd have to send to a periodontist before for their blessing, and a lot of times they'll say, no, don't do it. So I just want to full out say, I feel the AI in their CBCT feature in adults is extremely accurate. That being said, I'm not incredibly confident with their AI on kids and teens. Why? Because I have a ton of experience with kids and teens. And especially, I don't feel like I know from my clinical experience, you can expand like crazy, whether you do a palatal expander, whether you just do arch expansion with aligners, whether you do arch expansions with braces. I've seen and done, I don't know, tens of thousands of cases, probably way more than that over the last 20 years. And I don't think only time I saw a case of fenestration in a kid was like, I've seen it if people blow out an expander uncontrolled. I've seen it in a quad helix patient for sure. I've seen it in a reverse curve patient for sure. I have never seen it in a kid or teen in a regular Invisalign or a regular set of braces that wasn't broken or where the brackets were put on right, as long as everything was done right. I've never seen it, normal arch form. I mean, unless you put like a weird bend in it or something. So what is kind of scaring me a little bit is that I feel like it's too safe. Like there's no differentiation in terms of this is a growing kid when you submit a case. This is a non-growing kid. Even in non-growing teens, I still can get a ton of expansion, not palatal skeletal expansion, but arch expansion without, I've never seen fenestration except for some of those one-offs that I explained to you, not in regular aligners or regular braces without weird stuff going on. So what's kind of scaring me is a lot of you guys, I'll get to the point, a lot of you guys are using the CBCT feature just as a default on every single case. I don't think it's really necessary, by the way, to use it on kids and teens. I don't see the point. If you want to take a CBCT, I would much rather have just a sagittal slice. And until Invisalign is able to incorporate this into the whole face type of AI, with the movement of the lip and the soft tissue, and everything like that in the AP direction with the face accurately, I just don't feel like it's a great idea to be using it in kids and teens, or just, I don't know. It makes it look like you're going to get recession and fenestration when you're not. So, and a lot of you guys are like, oh, we can't put expansion into this treatment plan. Well, yeah, you can. So you totally can. Just disregard it. So I would rather just not put it in because I feel like it's a risky thing, because if and when a patient ever asks for a file later or you transfer it, they could think, oh, why did you do this case? Because it shows that there's recession, and there's not going to be. I mean, can I ever promise that? No, but except for in those one-offs, I've never actually seen it happen in 20 years. So I just wouldn't use it on kids and teens. That's all I was going to say. I mean, when is the magical age? I don't know. I mean, definitely 25, 30 and up, I'd like to, or anyone with any type of recession, or anyone with like who's done growing where you're doing a massive change, not like a regular change. Like let's say they're done growing 15 and up in girls, 17 up in boys, and there's 15 millimeters of crowding in an arch. I'm going being ridiculous, and you're just trying to blow it out. Okay, then yeah, use it for that a little bit, but it's not going to be super accurate. You can definitely take it wider than what they'll say, because in kids and teens, whether they're growing or not, the bone will follow the teeth as long as you're pushing at a very slow and reasonable rate. Now, keep in mind, Invisalign's defaults, I don't feel are slow and reasonable enough, especially in adults. You can definitely go a little more aggressive in kids and teens. But right now, there's no way to dial this up and down depending on the skeletal maturity of the patient. I know I'm kind of repeating myself. But anyways, just keep that in mind. Again, if you're from Align Technology, this is just a way you can make your product better, just a tip and trick, things that I would do. I don't know how you're going to build this into the AI. I think it's going to take you guys a lot more AI to build in kids and teens, and to be able to program in their skeletal age. And that involves you guys teaching all these dentists that don't know anything about skeletal maturity, who are doing Invisalign, which is probably well over half your doctor base, who just don't understand this at all. So this is why, if you have a growing patient, you really have no business doing ortho unless you know what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. So want to learn more? We have a really great phase 1 course, as well as tons of free resources on YouTube. All right, thanks so much. Straightsmile Solutions.